Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Weekly Roundup. Debbie, you are already there in the green room. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in so early. Got a thumbs up right off the start. Yes, you probably heard that amazing Disneyland music that you would hear whenever you were at the entrance of Disney, waiting to go in, and you just heard that loop going over and over again, or on the tram ride in. Yes, that was the Disneyland loop. And those were two special students here at Grace Christian School, Kaylee and Ethan, who won on the Race for Grace and had the opportunity to go to Disneyland yesterday. They had a wonderful time. They rode on over 14 rides throughout the day. They got to experience churros, blue milk, green milk, you name it. But congratulations to Kaylee and Ethan. They had a wonderful time winning and getting to go spend the day at Disneyland. That was their reward for their Race for Grace sponsorships. It was a great day, and as you can tell by the pictures, they were having a wonderful time. Kimberly, good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, Disneyland. It was pretty awesome. I did chaperone them, and I had not been to Disneyland in quite some time. Completely different experience than e-tickets and things like that. But I have been since then, but not probably within the last 8 years, 10 years. But anyway, it was a fun day. Can you believe we only have 15 days left of school? School calendar is coming to an end. There's 15 days. We have 3 weekly roundups, and we will put a fork in it. The roast will be done. Today is a very special day. It's the National Day of Prayer. So I really encourage you to spend some time in prayer today. Just thank God for everything that He has given us, our families, our school, and just all around. Unfortunately, I have a very sad bit of news that I can only share to you in a very limited amount because we're still trying to get additional information and permissions and everything like that to share with each and every one of you. But unfortunately, yesterday afternoon, we had a parent of one of our students, two of our students pass away yesterday afternoon. I can say it was a he. So a father of two of our kids passed away last night unexpectedly. That's all the information I can give you at this time. I'm sorry. So if you've heard rumors or something that the kids are coming home today, that hey, I heard someone died. That's what it is. Once I get information from the family, permission to share the name and everything, I will. And I'm trying to find out ways that we can help as the community of believers and family and supporters to come alongside and let that family know that they are loved and let the kids know that they are loved. It's pretty traumatic and a pretty sad thing that we needed to talk about. But as I get more information on that, I will share it with you. I did get some, let's see here, some things coming through here. Abigail, this is a first time here live. Abigail, welcome to the Weekly Roundup. We are so glad that you are here. I'm glad you tuned in. Debbie, this year has flown by. You are absolutely right. Kimberly, Disney, yes, it is so amazing. And yes, I am glad the rain held out also on our Disneyland adventure yesterday. It made it extremely wonderful out, and it was a great day. I got another piece of serious news I need to talk to you about. And I've talked about this all year long. I do not have a graphic on it or anything like that, but it's Carline. Parents, mourning Carline is a little bit out of control. And I've had some other parents highly upset with how parents are behaving in Carline. Here's a couple quick notes to help our Carline go smooth. You are not allowed to park at the curb or at the second lane and get out of your vehicle. The only time a parent or a loved one is allowed to get out of their vehicle is if they are in a parking spot. There is no exception to that. When you get into Carline and you're pulling up, Johnny and Susie, your loved ones, should be ready to get out of the car. When you're in Carline, that's not the time to get the jackets on, to sign homework, and do all that. If those are the things that you need to do, you must park in a parking space. That's a non-negotiable. You need to park there. You need to stay in your car. If you get out of your car with your child and you're walking them up to the school, we have 2 crosswalks. You do need to use the crosswalks. We told a parent the other day, you need to use the crosswalk, and they said, we don't need to use the crosswalk anymore. It's no longer required in the state of California. We're allowed to jaywalk. That silly law could be it was passed by Gavin Newsom and his group, but that's not the case on our campus. If you're on our campus, you have to use a crosswalk to walk back and forth. And that is the only thing I'm asking from all of you. Someone said it's not only for Carline, but yeah, never, please, yes. And pickup time also. But what I'm getting at here is you have to park in a designated spot. You need to get out of your car if you're going to walk the children up because you parked. You cannot park along the curb line, and you must follow instructions by the class. That's the rules, and you have to use their. I have parents sending me videos now of parents who are being unsafe in Carline and asking me to share those on the weekly roundup. And that might be the situation that we have to go to. This isn't parents being Karens, someone might say, because, oh, well, they're upset. No, we have to look out for the safety of our children. And as a community, we have to come together to do that. I know your time is valuable, but we need to focus on that. We will start pulling Carline passes from parents if you're not following the rules of Carline, and you will have to park off on campus and walk your children off front. That's how important this is. It's a non-negotiable. I hate to be so lectury. We got 15 days left of school, parents, and it just seems like it's kind of been something that's been simmering there, and now it's kind of like bubbling over. We need to get this taken care of. I got quite a few comments here. I'm just going to, let's see. Yes, Debbie says, if you need to get out and help your kids, that happens. Then Carline isn't for you. Debbie, you're 100% right. I used to drop off my kids in Carline, and if we needed to do something, I parked, we went through stuff. It never doubted that when we were in Carline, my son or daughter would say, oh, Dad, I forgot to tell you about this. Well, okay, we need to park, and sometimes that's a ploy by your kids because they know you have to get through Carline fast. Let's see. Alex says pickup time also, not only for Carline, but for never, please. Okay, yes, never get out of your car when you're walking around, and please do not park on the curb. Yes, Alex, thank you very much for reiterating that. And yes, please, lots of families not crossing at the crosswalk makes me nervous. It makes me nervous too, like a cat in a rocking chair factory. You never know when that tail is going to get hit. But I'm glad to see a lot of parents here who are watching. Fully agree. Anna, good morning. Good to have you on. Brian, good morning. Grace, I thought that said Grace Christmas School. My eyes aren't that good on my calendar out here. But Brian, Anna, good morning. Thank you both of you for tuning in today. We're so glad that you're on here. But that's enough of that. Let's move to some fun stuff to our next screen. Tonight is open house. It is a great time. It starts at 5:30 to 7:30. There will be parking available for you on the grass. There'll be parking available for you out in front of the school. Just be careful as you're parking and as you're driving around, folks. God has blessed us this entire school year with weather. We got rain last night. We had rain today. And our facilities team is doing everything they can to clear off the rain. We did get a fair amount, so you may notice there is a puddle at the baseline of the grass as of right now. Our guys are doing everything they can to disperse that, but I don't think we're going to be able to get all of it gone because of the grass being so saturated from all the storms. But open house still happens tonight, rain or shine. Our guys work hard. It's from 5:30 to 7:30. We have tacos that are completely sold out. You had to have already purchased it. There will be 2 staff members there with Chromebooks. Go up, state your name. They'll pull it up like they did last year, and you'll be allowed to go past them to get your taco plates that you ordered, and you'll be able to eat. At 6 o'clock, in front of the office, right outside my office, there is going to be a special presentation. If you want to see a special presentation right outside my office at 6 o'clock, There are going to be tons of things. Multi-purpose room is going to be open. There's going to be pony rides going on. There's a petting zoo happening. There's baby chicks. There's little piglets. There's artwork. There's cookies. You name it. Open house is always a wonderful time, and you get to see some of the wonderful work that your children have worked on throughout the year. And it is a great time for all of you. Oh my gosh, we have 49 people tuning in right now. This is pretty good. So anyway, on to the next thing that I want to talk to you about is a great big thank you. This is a huge thank you. Our teacher's room, teacher's lounge, was just remodeled. And you see a list here of a whole bunch of names of parents and grandparents who worked their fannies off. They did so much to do this whole thing. There was a bunch of pre-planning, pre-design to redo the teacher's lounge. Many of you donated through Venmo to help it happen. And over 36 hours, it was like one of those reality shows. Move that bus! When we came in on Monday morning, the lounge had been completely transformed, so workable for our teachers, everything accessible. It's a very peaceful place so the teachers can go get a break and they're able to use things. Everyone you see on this list is owed a huge thank you, and we're going to be talking about them next week even more. But I just want you to see this list, pause this on the video, give them a thumbs up right now. If you're watching, pound down that thumbs up button, and these thumbs up are for all of these individuals who helped out. Would love to see pictures. You will definitely get to see pictures next week of the lounge and the things that they retopped countertops. They put new counters in. They put new plugs in. They bought all kinds of new equipment. It's so versatile and so welcoming. It's unbelievable. It's a great thing. Parents, thank you. Thank you to all these individuals who donated. Thank you to everyone who gave their time. I will talk more about this next week, but I just want you to know it's not forgotten. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the sponsors, but I wanted to get this up in front of you immediately so that you could see it. And the next thing, we want to thank all of our room parents and families who have been helping throughout the year. We're going to say this a couple times through these last few weekly roundups, because we are a school because we partner with you. You are always welcomed on this campus. We love having parent volunteers. We love the community that is created, the fellowships that are created between each other, and the friendships. These are things that happen, and we're able to come together during the good times and the bad. And to our families and to our room parents, thank you for all of your contributions for the raffle baskets that are being done for Teacher Appreciation Week. Room parents, thank you for putting everything together for Teacher Appreciation Week. This is Teacher Appreciation Week, and it is going unbelievably smooth. Our teachers and staff feel appreciated, they feel loved, and parents, we can feel the love. It is wonderful. We've gotten some more likes up there. Thank you to those of you who are putting the likes up there. Thank you very much. But parents, thanks for everything you've done for Teachers Appreciation, and thanks for the huge kickoff of all those prior parents I showed and the donors that helped the Teachers Lounge be the best Teachers Lounge I've ever seen. And I've done a lot of accreditation visits at other schools, and we probably have the best. In-N-Out truck is coming. You've already purchased your tickets at this point. There are no more tickets to buy. We had to have those numbers into In-N-Out. It's next Thursday. The kitchen will be closed. If you didn't buy In-N-Out, you need to send a sack lunch with your child so that they will have something to eat. If they don't bring a lunch, they will probably get a Crustable or something like that that we'll be able to give them. So that's next week on In-N-Out. Hall of Heroes is looking amazing. This is a reminder, if you have someone in your family who is in law enforcement, the fire service, or in our military, that's the Coast Guard, the Marines, hoorah, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and Air Force. Not Air Force, it's called Space Force now. I guess they go to Star Tours or Star Trek or something like that. But Space Force, if you are in any of those, please send in a 5x7 picture that will not be returned, and we will post it. We're in the process of right now redoing all the tags, listing the person's name, the department or agency they're with, and who they are related to on campus. It's our way to honor those who sacrifice so much for our great country and for us to live in such a wonderful land of freedom. Moms and Muffins. We had Dads and Donuts. Moms and Muffins is coming Friday, March 12th, and it goes from 8 to 9. We look forward to having you moms here. We've got a great number of you who have signed up and are going to be here for that 1 hour snapshot from 8 to 8:30. That's you're hanging out on campus, visiting with other moms, having some muffins, having some coffee, and then from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, you're getting to go in and do a little activity in the classroom. Please RSVP by Monday, May 8th, so that we know how many people are going to be here. I turned in a picture for the Hall of Heroes, but I don't see it up there. That's because that's an old picture that I have up there right there. That is just as the wall was going up. That's not the completed wall. And if you were in there right now, there's still a few more pictures that are going up, Karen. And that's just one snapshot. There's the fire section that was there, the police section. And when I took that picture, the whole wall was being constructed out. So that could be why, and we'll just double check that to make sure that your picture does get displayed up there. But thanks for checking with that. But Moms and Muffin is going to be a lot of fun. Yearbook. The yearbook sales start May 11th, go through May 25th. They're $25. They accept cash, check, or Venmo. You Venmo the day of the time you're buying the yearbook so that you can show them your Venmo on your mobile device, and they'll be able to give you your yearbook. There'll be Sharpies there. Pro tip, put your child's name in the yearbook as soon as you buy it. That way, we have lots of these yearbooks everywhere. Karen, you're welcome. No issue at all. But put your child's name in the yearbook immediately so that in case it gets misplaced, we can know where to take it back to. The next thing, you want to do something fun, something free. Cypress Police Department is having an open house on Saturday, May 20th. They have all kinds of things, canine demos, SWAT demo, Orange County Fire Authority, you name it, things are going to be going on there. It's fun every single year, and that is held at the police department in the city of Cypress. It's a great way to spend the morning and to get to see a lot of cool things and meet a lot of great police officers and other individuals who help us throughout the community. Sponsors for Race for Grace. Every week I've kind of come before you and talked about sponsors, and this week is no different. Do you need to sell a piece of property? Do you have a piece of property that needs to be managed? Are you looking for a multifamily home, multifamily residency, or anything like that? Can I recommend to you the NOCO Company? They are wonderful. They are in LA and Orange County and are here to help you sell your home, buy a home, find a home, or say you have multiple homes and you need somebody to, commercial, I'm sorry. I read that as property management, commercial. So if you're looking, you have a business you want to start, give them a call. They'll help you find a commercial piece of property that you can start your business in. NOCO, thank you so much for being a proud sponsor of Race for Grace. Every person on this campus greatly appreciated it. Thank you. Camp Oasis. Camp Oasis is right around the corner. It's less than a month away. Camp Oasis is so much fun. Make sure you go on to register. Get your registration paperwork turned in so we know how many are coming and we know how many staff members to have here. Speaking of staff members, we are still hiring for preschool and Camp Oasis. Because our numbers are growing, we need to continue to add staff. We'd love to have you be on the amazing team here at Grace Christian School. We're primarily looking for adults or college-age students for our preschool, and for our Camp Oasis, we're looking for, at this point, we're looking for high school students through adults. We've had a limited number of younger age high school students that we were looking at, and I think they have pretty much are filling that or have issued interviews for those individuals already. So that's what's going on. Next Wednesday is Wacky Wednesday, Crazy Hair, Crazy Sock. It's our last Spirit Day of the year. So I look forward to having all of you here for that. Give me just 1 second to look here and see what else we got going on. And the last day of school is coming. It's 15 days away. I can't imagine how quickly this school year has gone. It's just crazy. Man, we have 65 people watching. But this year has flown by, and I know you're all going to enjoy the summer. I know they're going to have a great time at Camp Oasis. So as we close out today's weekly roundup, we're saddened at the loss of one of our parents at school. As I get more information on that, I will share it with you, and we can come together if the family wants. We can do a meal train or something of that nature, and we just want to be able to come alongside and help them. I'm asking also that you just focus on Carline and keep that safe for our last few days. And I look forward to seeing all of you at open house tonight. It's going to be a great time, and it's always a lot of fun. Open house is fun. You never want to miss it. It is a spectacular time. You get to see all of the wonderful things and meet all of your friends and families here. A lot of times alumni come back and visit us, and it's a fun time. But this brings me to the end of this edition of the Weekly Roundup. I think I forgot to tell you, I'm Sheriff P, your host. I got so enwrapped in the beginning that I forgot to tell you I'm Sheriff P, your host, and I bring you the Weekly Roundup every week, and we talk about all the amazing things that have happened at Grace Christian School or going to be going on at Grace Christian School, and it's your one source, one of the many sources that you can get all the information about what's going on here at school. Parents, we continue to consider it an honor to partner with each and every one of you as we develop the leaders of tomorrow. I just ask that you continue to pray for our school, and we will continue to pray for you as we do all the time. And until I see you down the road, I pray that God blesses the trails that you ride. Have a great day, everyone, and God bless you. We'll hope that trail leads you to open house tonight at Grace Christian School. Goodbye, everyone.
Happy trails.